Okay, so we're back with another quick YouTube video based off of just living in Pattaya, really. I've got a few subjects here that I'm going to go over because I've had a few comments which are quite funny on the last video. But we'll just basically start with, we were in the we're in the south side, we're in the south side, staying at Courtney's father's near the Big Buddha. And it was actually really nice. It was just a bit more ghetto-y, if they say. I don't know, it was a bit like third class. Well, I don't know what to say. It was just a bit shitter, to be honest. Where we were staying was lovely, but unfortunately, Courtney's dad's like apartment was just like one bedroom, and we were sleeping on like a mattress on the floor that we bought from the Big C, I think it is called. So yeah, it just got a bit cramped. I think we stayed there for 3 days. The pool was really nice. The gym was really good, so we were happy training there. You probably see some content on my Instagram. Yeah, it was lovely staying there. It was just becoming like, obviously we like our own space, so we decided to book a hotel for the week, because yesterday we decided to go like visit the north side, so the other end of the bay, where all like the high rises are, because we saw it from the viewing point where the Big Buddha was, or wherever the other view was, and we thought, oh, that looks really nice. So we went down this way yesterday and did a whole walk around the whole bay back to the south side. We tried mango sticky rice, which is actually really, really nice. Really like that. Got some street food. Bought a few bits. Bought myself a fake Louis belt because I need a belt. Had to do a bit of bartering, which is a bit annoying because I had to go to like 4 or 5 different places, and eventually I got it for the price I wanted, so I was really happy with that. It was only like €7 for just like I said, like a fake Louis belt. I got my hair cut as well. And yo, that was like one of the best barbers experience I've had. And I've worked in a barber's before, like in Nueva Andalusia, so like quite high class barbers. And the service that she provided me with was better than the service that they provided. And they charge like 30 plus euros, or well, for the service that they'd charge €50. But for what I got, fuck man, I got a skin fade, I got my beard done. She done like, when she used the cut throat razor, she used like my cheeks, like she did my fucking, the top of my eyebrow, bro, she did my ears, she did my fucking ears. I've not had that before, and that was like, I was baffled. I even got a fucking head massage, neck massage. Courtney was sitting there watching jealous, thinking fucking I might have to get my hair cut here. But yeah, like really, really good barbers here. I was like blown away how good it was. So yeah, the barbers are really good in Thailand. Obviously you gotta watch where you go. But originally I was going to go to a big like place that I saw and looked all fancy, but then I couldn't get the appointment, so I was walking away and I went to this place before, but it was just a small little shop, and I was like, oh, I'm a bit skeptical, but so happy I ended up just walking back down there and just asking were they available, because they got me straight in. And yeah, like I said, a girl did it and she was brilliant. She was really, really good. Yeah, the mango sticky rice, street food, just going over some of the points that I kind of writ down. This is one thing that I've noticed in Thailand, or maybe it's in Pattaya. It's probably Pattaya mainly, but there is like a common paedophilia going around, which is just fucked. Like you see old guys, and I know this is a normal thing in Thailand where you just see old guys with young birds, but we saw one yesterday where the girl must have been at least like 12, 13 years old, and I don't know, for me that's fucked up. It makes me feel sick to the stomach, and it's like, you don't know what to do, because like part of me wants to go over and just like smack the guy in the face, but you can't, because it's like they obviously have something going on. Because I understand like the women, why they do it here. It's not the women's fault, but it's like, it's disgusting on the men's like half. Like there's so many old men just sitting in like bars just sitting there like fucking fiending for pussy, which is so fucked up. Like I get it that you're lonely, but you don't have to go for like a fucking kid. You know, like obviously these families come from poverty-driven like places, so you know there's an incentive behind them being there, which is so sad when you think about it. But it was actually like disgusting to see, because this girl genuinely looked like, I don't know, she might have not been, she might have been like, I don't know, 18, even though he was like at least plus 50, which is just like, it's just fucking weird. Like it's just, I don't know, it's just, that for me is just like paedophilia. I just don't fuck with that. Like that should just be, people like that should just be cut off the earth. But yeah, I don't know, like I feel bad for the girls here. Even in the place we were staying at, Courtney's dad's, like we sat in the reception and we must have seen like 4 old guys come down and then come back in with just like Thai birds, which is, maybe it's fine, but as a culture shock that comes off a bit just heavy for us. well, for me especially, it was just a bit sickening, like how many guys are here just to fuck and have sex, which is just fucking weird why some people are just so obsessed with that sort of shit. But that's kind of like one of the topics I wanted to touch on in this video. It's nothing, it's like kind of like the dogs, the street dogs, there's nothing you can kind of do about it, because obviously we're just passing by, but to see it, it can be just a bit like, whoa, like if this is where I was from, you'd be arrested, do you know what I mean? And then, I don't know, but that was just kind of one of the subjects I wanted to touch on. And then obviously I got a few comments in my last video about phone snatching and chain snatching. I was just answering a few comments because I was getting ripped apart. I didn't know that was a thing here. I know it's like a thing in London where they like, you know, grab your phone while you're, you know, either on it or filming or whatever. But to be honest, Courtney's maybe felt a bit bookied out in places, but I've never really felt like, you know, like bad energy. I've never really felt like unsafe, and I come from a place where I've felt that sort of stuff before, so maybe because I haven't grown up here, so I can't really, you know, notice it, or maybe they don't, you know, target me. I'm a bit bigger than most, you know, normal males, so they probably just think, oh, you know, not worth it with him. I don't know, I've not felt like that once. Maybe like I did reply on a comment saying like, maybe late at night, if you're going down the wrong street, if you're a scrawny little like person, or you're a female alone here, like we have had warnings like for Courtney, if she's alone, don't leave her alone. So I'm sure all of that stuff goes on here. I know the sex trade's big here, but no, I'm probably going to do another talking video on the street with the phone, and maybe I'll play around with it. Maybe I can fuck with some people, like some thieves, and I can kind of like, you know, see if they try do it, and, you know, get in a situation. If they want to do it, they can try it, but I'll just smack them in the face. We did have one situation at the Big Buddha where there was just a bunch of Indians, and they kind of like, I've been in situations where gypsies have tried like pickpocketing or robbing, or like Moroccans have tried robbing me and stuff like, so I can sense it. I'm quite heightened with my senses for those type of things. So we had a situation at the Big Buddha with where we just arrived, and this Indian guy and all of his mates were just talking and like kind of like looking and pointing at us, and then he was shouting his friends in front of us, and then they started to follow us, and then he shouted at more of his mates, which sometimes they pickpockets hang out in groups, especially in like public landmark places such as that. So obviously I was keeping an eye out while Courtney and her dad were just, you know, going to the viewpoint. But the moment we went to the viewpoint, all of a sudden they're right behind us, and they're like kind of here, so I just kept staring at them, waiting, and then I literally mentioned to them like, I think they're trying to pickpocket us, but nothing ended up happening there because we just walked away. But I think you've just got to be a bit more self-aware. You can't be, if you're being young, naive and dumb, and you know you're a target, you're going to be a target. So I understand why people are commenting that, and yeah, I guess it can be a bit of naivety, but it's also the confidence and energy you let off. You know, people aren't going to like mess around with you if you're watching them, if you're like watching them do what they're like about to do. You know, like normally these things happen because they're sneaky. The people that do these things they're not very confident. They're just trying to get something out of you quick because they're obviously in a like poverty-driven state of mindset, which is, you know, it's fucked up. But whatever, that's kind of like the topic of. I don't know what I'm on about, but that's kind of like, you know, those are the things I wanted to touch on. I don't like making these videos too long, and it's already like 8 minutes in. Like I said, we just arrived at a new hotel in the north side. Seems like the more like upscale developed side, so we're kind of happy we're here. Get like a week free. We're now working online, you know, focusing. Courtney's just started working. I'm gonna maybe do a few more YouTube videos, try to get into some online sales roles, still work for the company I'm doing for as well. And then yeah, I'll probably do another video by the pool because the pool is really cool. And yeah, feel free to drop any comments, feel free to, you know, give any advice. And yeah, sub to the channel. We've actually done like all right. We've hit 93 subs, which I didn't even think would happen. We've got 400 views on the last one. So yeah, just kind of having fun with this, taking time and writing a few topics down that I want to talk about while I'm noticing while I'm traveling. And yeah, on to the next one. See you next time. Bye.